Mortimer Beckett and the secrets of the spooky manor. Ooh. Oh man, I love messing with this guy. Look, if you move the Wiimote pointer back and forth on the screen, his eyes will follow your pointer. Look over here, look over here, look over here. Woo, I'm up here, no, I'm down here. Look at the box, this looks like it'll be a kid's game, and that was the main reason I went to rent it. Unfortunately, it's not made for kids. It's a find the object in the picture game, with a minor adventure game twist. Now you might say these types of games are made for kids, so how can you not call it a kid's game? Easy. The difficulty level is way past the patience of anyone under 12. The objects in the picture are not only very hard to find, but they're also broken up into smaller pieces. So in order to complete one object, you have to find all of its pieces, and those can be very small and obscure. Why exactly are the objects broken up into littler pieces? Why couldn't they make the game a straightforward hide the objects in the picture game? Making the game this hard will only alienate the younger players the game is trying to target. You travel from floors and locations in this giant manor, looking for pieces of a ghost machine that will finally rid you of all the annoying ghosts once and for all. You will need to find the hidden pieces on each of the floors in the manor. To find those pieces, you'll have to use some of the objects you find to interact with some of the places in the picture. That's the adventure part of this game. For example, you need to sharpen your scissors so you can cut the hedges so you can get to the next floor. But the sharpener is stuck, so you have to find an oil can, fill it with oil, use it on the sharpener, then use the scissors on them, and then you can use them on the hedges to advance. There were very few items like that though. Most of the items that you reassemble are meant to be placed back in the appropriate place in the room. The game is very picky where you put the items. Heaven forbid that I put this doll somewhere other than where the other dolls are. You wouldn't want to clutter up the house even more. I couldn't believe it when the game told me that everything had its place in the house, and we had to make sure it was returned there. You have to be kidding. The place is about as organized as a city dump. If you do end up putting all the items on the floor to its rightful place, you'll fill out more of the mysterious clue. So that gives you a reason to keep looking for those extra objects, even if you've already advanced to the next floor. They let you click on the picture as much as you want. So if you wanted to systematically click on every square inch of that picture, you can do it. They do try to hinder you by putting more and more ghosts on the screen to block your view temporarily. They will eventually though disappear one by one once you stop over-clicking the screen. Later on, the ghosts will start attaching themselves to your Wiimote pointer, but all you have to do to get rid of them is to shake your Wiimote from side to side. They also give you 10 hints to help you out per floor. When you click on hint, it will quickly light up the area of the screen you should click on to find the piece of the object. You can play the game with other players simultaneously. I think you can have up to 3 other players. I was only able to test it with 1 other player since I only have 1 other Wiimote. It did work fine and it could be really helpful if you need assistance finding certain pieces. There's also a party minigame, where you have to find the correct object in a sea of other objects. Each player has their own object to find, and it's a lot more challenging than you would expect. Mortimer Beckett is a hard game to recommend, since the target demographics for this game, from the looks of the box, seems to be for kids. I think kids might find this game a little bit too frustrating to play, since a lot of the pieces that you're looking for are really blended in with the background. But with that said, the game is still fun to play, as long as you realize it's just not going to be easy, unless you cheat by over-clicking the picture. The game is still though worth a rent.